Let's get into it. Let's make that statement. Wow, 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 wow. Ba-da-dum, boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-dum. Let's make that statement. What's good, everybody? Ashanti and Irv Gotti. Well, Ashanti back then was doing what a lot of girls in the entertainment world had to do. They had to put out to get on. Nothing less than Paula Abdul, nothing less than a lot of them. Just didn't know it. Mariah Carey, all of them. No, the Celtics let Christian down. Christian, you owe me money. Exactly what we was telling him today. The goddamn Celtics ain't dead. You let one damn guy beat you. And you talking about finals? Finals? I just hope they can win a game. Now, yeah, let's get to it. Christian did all that big talking today. We'll see if he show up when we do that StreamYard tomorrow. Now, Irv Gotti was with Ashanti for a long time. Y'all don't know how long. Yeah, y'all don't know how long that was going on. Oh yeah, they had a thing going on for a minute. No, the problem was simple. Irv fell in love. He started really thinking that she wanted his, Jello gelatin, Pillsbury Doughboy looking body. She thought he was feeling him. That she was loving her some Irvin Lorenzo. And she was looking like, I'm only doing this because I have to. Not because I want to. He fell in love. And she wanted somebody her age. When she got established, she wanted to go out and date. Somebody who's her age, young, energetic. Looked like, he worked out a little bit. And they were both artists in the industry. And this dude hated on her. And because he did that, no, she ain't using for the opportunity. She did what she needed to do. Like Ashanti she's more talented than what people knew. Of course, she was getting her back blown out. But she was giving it up. But Ashanti used to could write. When it came to her 9 to 5, she could write a song, construct a hook. She could do all that. A lot of y'all don't know that, but she can. She was looking like, I'm doing this because I feel like I got to because of this contract I'm signed to. And Irv is a married guy. And he got on Drink Champs and just went totally nuts when he got some liquor in him. See, Irv is the kind of guy that's humble when things ain't going well, you know. He's struggling. And Jay helped him out and said, all right, now I got you in the door. I don't owe you no more. We done. So Jay got him in the door with the people at Fox, and he started having tales and started doing all this. Then the ego started to creep back up. Then he sold this thing and got a $300 million deal. Then he got cocky again. Yeah, we back, baby. Come on, man, Rule. So Rule was like, all right, I don't need none of them. Like J and X. I'm going to tell you like this. Ja Rule was in the right. When it came to DMX and Jay-Z, Ja Rule was 100% in the right. He was like, look, dog, I can stand on my own. If y'all don't want to do nothing with me, bet. I'll do it on my own. The INC project was supposed to be all of them connected on the same joint. But it never happened. It never happened because these fools could never understand. Like, get in the room. X started listening to people that don't even rap. And that's what Ja's like. These dudes you listening to don't like me, no way. Why would you listen to them? Would you let somebody you don't know or don't like, and you know they don't like that person, you gonna take their advice over one of your boys? We now know that was the drugs. See, at that time, nobody, unless you was in that circle, really knew X was on drugs like that. The only rapper we know to take drugs at that time that was that strong was Old Dirty Bastard. They be, yeah, Old Dirty Bastard, yeah, you could tell he on drugs. But DMX, all you ever saw him do was smoke weed. So that would be the only thing they would say about him. And what happened after that? Drama. Every time you turned around, it was more drama. No, it was a little different back then. A lot of people were shocked and shock and awe over what the situation was at the time. I didn't feel like anything because I never trusted the system. I never trusted anybody to get the information. Especially when we had people I was around that situation, we already knew. So now that Nelly and Ashanti has gotten back together and they're touring for the money, a lot of people saying they back together. They not back together. I'm telling you right now, they're not back together. But that's the information I got. They not. But they're letting the crowd feel the imagination in the air as they're back cool now to where they can tour and get this money. So playing the love affair on stage got the new age people actually going back to listen to some of these songs that they missed out on. And Irv is pissed. Irv Gotti is mad as hell. Irv Gotti sent a spy to see one of the shows. That's how I know he's lying. He still cares. He sent a spy to go see the show to see how good it was. And was it tight? Did y'all go to that show? Yeah, go to that show. Tell me what it looked like. What it looked like? Why do you care? I knew he was going to do that. He lied on Ashanti. I don't know what part he supposedly lied on, because she went on what's his name show and basically was like, we were not together. Like, we did what we did, but we wasn't together. I'm like, she's like, it wasn't an intimate thing. I'm like, then what was it? I don't know. She looked like Jada Pinkett up there, talking in circles. I'd be like, did you put it in your mouth? Did you put it in your mouth? Then you guys were messing around. Look what happened to Clinton. Clinton said, hey, I did not have relations with that woman. No, I did not. So he wasn't lying there. But he put it in her mouth. Put it in her mouth. Put it in her mouth. He put it in her mouth. Bill put it in her mouth. Bill gonna be, oh, no, I didn't. She grabbed it and put it in her own mouth. I was just there when it happened. And in that fact, I did make a mistake. Now that I look back on it, I think that was probably a mistake. So Irv was upset. Now, Ja didn't go and perform with Ashanti after they did their little show before. They did their show first. They had a tour with Ja Rule and Ashanti, and they came to Chicago. I know because Ashanti had all her cheeks out. I mean, all of it. Her assets was totally on display. And I mean, all her assets. Now, Ja was like, me and X got deep voices, but we don't sound alike, which they don't. I've never thought DMX sound like Ja Rule or Ja Rule sound like X. They don't rap alike. They don't sound alike to me. But when you do crack and somebody keeps saying something, you might believe it's true. She didn't leave Murder INC. He pushed her out of Murder INC. He was stalling her career out because she wouldn't sleep with him no more. She was dating Nelly. So he's like, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna freeze you out. That's what a host do. That's what some jealous, envying snake would do. Like Herb. My goodness. Man, look. If people want to come with the narrative that they sound alike, that's cool. When Holla Holla came back, Holla Holla, that don't even sound like X. X would never say nothing like that. If you want to get dollar, it's murder. That sound nothing like X. No, so he got. So, would you listen to somebody tell you your car is old if they don't have a car? If someone don't own a vehicle, would you listen to them or take advice? If somebody had a 1983 Porsche, what you gonna say? The old ass Porsche. I'll be like, that's kind of dumb. Man driving a Porsche. You trying to down him. Now, if you look at Irv and everything he's done, it's clear. Irv Gotti decided in 1,000,001 tries. Irv Gotti, in his infinite wisdom, sent there and sent a spy or somebody he rode with, told them to go see Ashanti's concert and tell them what Nelly and them performance, so he could see what it was like. Tell me what it was like. It was cheap, wasn't it? And the guy was like, yeah, it was cheap. I knew it. Boy, she's so stupid. Why are you so concerned? To basically act like you don't care. You do care. It burns you up. It burned him up right here in that chest. It burning him up. Woo, that chest is burning. Losing the one you love, baby. That's what happens when you're losing the one you love. He was hitting it and fell in love and thought she had feelings for him. Yeah, I had an Instagram chick. Well, back then they weren't called Instagram chicks. They were reality show women. Had me a reality show girl. And man, he knew that she was smashing. He didn't care. Oh, Nick done got a troll up out of here. Nick got this troll up out of here. He said, get the hell up out of here with all that garbage. I can just hear I can just hear Nick's voice right now. Man, it pissed me off with all that garbage. Nick then bounced him up out of here quick. I mean, you knew it was an extortion play, but then he tried to keep her under the contract. No, that guy don't work for on the. You can't do Uber or Uber Eats or DoorDash with no car. Maybe he's on a bike. Maybe he's on that bike still. Yeah, I remember the interviews. Remember the interviews they used to do that was so stupid? Oh, this is like my brother. This is like my sister. We're brothers and sisters. And he's like, man, I done seen how these fake brother-sister relationships go. That's code for we're getting down. But that's weak sauce, homie. He know damn well what's going on. Hit the like button, good people. Man, Irv was smashing. But that's weak. You gonna sit there and send somebody to your situation? Like, you gonna sit there and send somebody? Like, we gonna go here and go to their show and tell me what it looked like. It was cheap, wasn't it? What that guy gonna say? But yeah, it was kind of cheap. I knew it. She's so stupid. And this is today. like now. You feeling like that today? You sending spies out. Like, y'all ain't even a label no more. Like, where's Cadillac Todd? Where's Black Child? Where they at? Look, Irv is a great producer. I will repeat that. Irv Gotti is a great producer. He's great at producing records and knowing what it should sound like before he put it out on the streets. He was real good with that. Ashanti, Ja Rule, they wasn't putting out whack songs. I'm going to tell you that now. Even the Murderers album, they wasn't putting out none whack. That's the truth. When Irv was producing the records and whatever, I don't care if he took it from DJ so-and-so or whoever. When they put together a record and put it out, they wasn't missing. They weren't missing. So whatever y'all can say and want to talk about, you can. They weren't taking no misses. The problems ensued when these people started to try to come along and create a narrative that didn't exist. Whatever DJ made a track or whatever, and they took from them and whatever, I don't care. All I know is it didn't hit the streets with Irv's a stamp on it, and it was whack. They wasn't letting whack records go out. So even the Blood in My Eye EP they put out, That Ja Rule album, Blood in My Eye. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Uh, 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 uh. They was putting out some monsters. We gonna clap back. We gonna clap back. We gonna clap. They just went the wrong route. They're not that type of group. They weren't that kind of group. They should have stayed in their lane. Nelly went over there. I mean, she went with Nelly because shoot, Nelly got money. Nelly was one of the hottest artists in the game. While everybody was talking about Eminem, he was the only artist selling the same amount of records as Eminem. They was talking about Jay-Z records and how many records he sold, and they were shocked that one of his albums just went like triple platinum. And they was like, whoa, that just went triple platinum? Like Blueprint, I think it was like Blueprint. It just sold like 3 million records or something, like now. And they was like, it just went triple platinum? I thought that album did all this and that. Jay-Z was never selling records like that. He never had that crossover success that he had since he had the damn Annie song. The Hard Knock Life, that was his crossover hit. After that, Jay was never a crossover international star like that. DMX was bigger than Jay, because he had crossed over and had a genre X didn't. DMX had The Rock. He could perform like a rock performance. He had a rock crowd. They had the guitar riffs with him. Nobody wanted to hear Jay's boring self. X was great on the records and even better on performance live. That's why Jay never did another tour with DMX. It had nothing to do with X being laid and all that stuff. Nope, it had nothing to do with that. X was killing it. X was going on right before Jay and destroying the stage. It was over. When X leave, it was over. And he knew it. That's what X is like. I don't care where we go. I don't care if I go first or last. When I leave the stage, it's over. And sure enough, it was over. Because everybody was saying, Jay, you should just let X close it out. And he was like, nah, I can't do that. I gotta be the closer. They was like, Jay's calling seniority, you know, he's gotta close. Yeah, he was a natural artist, a hip-hop artist, just from the streets. And he was what the industry was missing. Everybody was too much singy-songy. Wasn't no more grime. And the only grimy dudes we had was Wu-Tang. Then they got bougie. So it was like, well, they got some money, now they bougie. What's going on? Who's still keeping it raw? And in comes a rapper that's not talking about selling drugs. You're like, wow, this dude ain't talking about selling no drugs. next way was highway robbery. He only talked about what he did and what he knew about. Robbing people. On an average, I can see that. I just don't agree though. I really don't. That's what they want everybody to think, but we don't move on those tropes. Everybody moves differently to the beat of their own drum, but I'm saying Irv Gotti was putting out hits at that time, B. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleeping on Irv. Jay-Z made everybody millionaires who weren't artists. He didn't make Kanye West a millionaire. He didn't make Rihanna a millionaire. He never signed Rihanna. The person that signed Rihanna is no longer breathing. Shakur Stewart did all of that. Jay Brown's brought him to Jay. And then they went from there. You see what I'm saying? So Jay Brown's came in and brought her to Jay and all that, but she was signed by the guy who was at Def Jam already, who was signing people that came over with L.A. Reid. I'm telling you, like this, Jay-Z signed no one at Def Jam Records. Let me tell you this again, so you can understand that this was a con game. Okay? Jay-Z was president only by name. They made Jay the president, he showed his face, and they cut a check. He didn't release budgets. He didn't do anything. He got a check for being the whipping boy face of the company. Nobody did business with Jay. It was all a sham, buddy. The person that was in charge, who was running the company, it was to make Jay-Z appear and look to be something that he wasn't. Leora Cohen left him that as he left and went to another company. Left Jay in charge. Jay ate up all the artists' budget to promote his own album. Used $20 million in budget money, ate it all up. When they just signed to get Nas, and now you spent $1 million of marketing on Nas and $20 million on Jay. Just for Jay-Z to barely sell 1 million records. And Nas to sell the same amount of records as Jay-Z. You just spent $1 million of marketing on Nas and he sold about the same amount of records as Jay-Z. So when Jay left Def Jam, he not only couldn't use his name yet because the contract had to expire, he had to take the hyphen out of his name. It was Jayz. That was his name, Jay-Z. It was spelled like that now. He was still Jay-Z, but it wasn't, the hyphen meant something. Def Jam at that time owned the hyphen. He got the hyphen back years later, And that's how I know, because that's what let them, they had the loophole to give them the grounds to be able to sue me off of video. So I had to remove the hyphen because Jay-Z owned the hyphen. So they was like, just take the hyphen out and then you would win the lawsuit easily. So it wouldn't even go to court. And I removed the hyphen. Remember my Surviving Jay-Z video? That was the one they wanted to go after me on. And then Jay-Z's lawyers and everybody hit me up. Oh, the video's still up. You see, that's the thing about me. I do what I say I'm gonna do. Because I knew I was in the right. So to leave that up was only right. That's what I thought. A classic Patreon video. Oh yeah, you must be talking about the Don Lemon video with Tucker. What was that other guy, Tucker Carlson? Yeah, I was mad as hell. I was holding that in for a minute. Yeah, so once that was done, you know, he ruined the whole thing. So Shakur Stewart came over with L.A. Reid. They were at LaFace Records. Shakur Stewart brought in all those people over there. The Shakur Stewart started messing with Kim, Diddy's baby mama. So when her and Diddy broke up and he was with J-Lo and doing all his stupidity, he thought that Kim was supposed to just sit around and do nothing. So she started dating Shakur Stewart. Diddy didn't like that. They were out of the country in like Dubai at a wedding. And Diddy approached him, went to his room, his villa, and they, you know, put the smack down on Shakur Stewart. So, yeah, it got crazy. Diddy gets nuts. When he got a group of people and you outnumbered, it's just him by himself. Next thing you know, he's at Def Jam with L.A. Reid. He's signing all these artists, and all of a sudden, he lost the will to live for some mysterious reason. Like Chris Lighty, all of a sudden, they just lost the will to live. You know, I don't understand. Nobody believed that was the case with Shakur. Nobody believed that was the case with your man's over there, Chris Lighty. So Jay didn't do anything. So he's not responsible for turning anybody into millionaires except for the people that's around him who don't rap. Tata, what the hell Tata do? What is Tata's contribution to the game? Going around telling people Jay-Z could rap? Yo, my man can rap, man, I'm telling you. That's his contribution to the game? Pepper spray and R. Kelly? That was his contribution, right? Carrying the pepper spray. So all these people, millionaires, OG1, all these other people that he didn't turn into like multi-millionaires around him. But the people that actually recorded the records, state property, all these dudes are basically broke. Chris and Neve and all them, they broke. If I'm a billionaire, I would at least hit state prop off with some millions and say, hey, I'm gonna put y'all on a tour and do this and that for you so y'all can never say I didn't do nothing for y'all. Or I didn't come back and do something for y'all. But he never cared about them in the first place. He created them just to spite Gilly the Kid and the major figures for not signing up with him. He created his own major figures. He signed his homies and just put them all in one big gumbo pot and called them state property. And Jay was just getting all his inspiration from them. He was working on Blueprint at the time. When he was working at Blueprint, on the Blueprint album, that's why the album came out so fire. Because he would have all them Philly dudes around him while he creating his songs. They had just came in the picture. They were hungry. And they was all locked in, just writing. Song after song after song. Beans is doing his second album. Freeway was doing his album. Chris and Neef was doing an album, the state property and all that joint. So they was all getting ready to do their thing. Memphis Bleak was coming. So everybody was working. Jay came with that fire. Yeah, Dragon, he took Dragon, got him in the business, showed him what he could do. You know, his mom's like, look, can you do something with him? You know, he rap. I can't get him to go to school. I can't get him to listen. And X just took him with him on the road. So Dragon was doing his thing, man. Dragon came and hit. Drag to the dash. Mess with me, you get dragged to the trash. But his lyrical prowess got better. Like he got more vicious with the rhymes. They was on point. See, the game didn't change. And once the game changed, it all went down south. Everybody thought like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is over. You know, nobody's gonna survive the hit. Man, Jay ran Def Jam into the ground. It was already bankrupt when he took over. That's why Leor left, because they were already in the red. They were in the red all through the 90s. They were not making money like that. That's why they pulled every scam they could. They were like, we got to get this West Coast money. They had lost so much money and messed it all up betting on these artists who weren't bringing in any money. LL was the only one bringing in money. Everybody else is losing it. So they had to try to re-kick and restart Def Jam. So they had a good run when they got with Polygram. And they signed over for 25% or whatever. The Polygram came and took over. So they went from Def Jam Records to Def Jam Music Group. Russ was out since the 90s. Russ was basically out doing that whole time when Jay-Z was there. Russ was just the face, so they would just have him make appearances. But Russ wasn't handling no operations or anything that was going on in Def Jam anymore. He was basically done. Yeah, he had Fat Farm. He had LL had Fubu. He's paid for that. Now these guys are on. They made their bones in this business. They earned their positions. So, yeah, that is that, man. Truth is truth. Nah. Irv Gotti, look, Irv Gotti and Dame, those two really didn't get along. They didn't get along too much because they was a little too, both was too headstrong. Early on, Dame would talk his, you know what, but once he crossed the line one time about trying to get Jay to be on the record and all that, and he was like acting like Dame didn't exist, like he ain't had no power to stop nothing or anything else. Jay had to check him one time to let him know. I mean, Dame had to check him and let him know, like, look, that's my artist. You see me right here, and you talking about you finna talk to Jay, like I don't exist or I don't matter. You know, that's disrespectful. Don't start getting disrespectful now because you starting to come up. You know, and that was one of the things that would irk, you know, Dame Dash. But Dame didn't care if another man was making money. He didn't care. You know, money is money. So you make money, I make money. Like, what's that to me? I never thought like that. If you're talented, you're talented. If you're good at your job. You know, that's just it. I can't sit here and tell you suck if you don't. How can Rick Ross go platinum? He didn't make any platinum material. He's made the same songs 100 times. Mama on the floor with the roof. Whoop! I mean, Lamborghini steaks and some scallops. My mama over there, she look embarrassed. Whoop! I'ma eat it all, scrap the plate. My boy said a brick full of weight. Whoop! I mean, Rick Ross is a complimentary 16-bar rapper. He's not a guy that can hold an album by himself. All I hear is a guy that's screwing up beats. That's all I hear when I hear Rick Ross. I hear a guy that screws up beats. I know. I listen to them. Put my money in the grave with Drake just to skip past his part. It make no sense to even listen to his part. Oh yeah, made a song talking about Magnificent. Everybody, because that's my nickname. So you know, as soon as they said Magnificent, he was like, hey, send me that song and a link. I'm like, don't send me this crap. Don't send me any Rick Ross song besides Hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm... God, I know the real Noriega. He owe me like 1,000 favors. I like if Noriega really knew you, boy, you'd be chopped up just for saying something like that. There's clowns everywhere you go. Everywhere you turn, you see a clown. I'm over here stalking this girl's DM, boy. We are in the DM talking. Because we never really had this conversation before. But we needed to have this conversation, me and her. I'm just like, yeah, you know how you want to, like, man, kind of want to get that again. You know, yeah, that's gotta happen. So we gotta close this contract. We both in business, so it makes sense. We talk in business terms to each other. It'd be funny. Our conversations, I'd be like, well, turn with me to the book of Price. Let's look at the plus and minuses of this situation, of us being together. The plus is one, you with me. That's a plus. You look good. That's a plus. You in shape. You're in better shape than me. You got me ready to work out. Yeah, you in better shape than me. So we're going to have to fix that. There's some things we can fix. So I see everything's tangible here with no fees required. So we both start talking to each other like that. That's when we start having fun. But, you know, long distance stuff don't normally work out. It just is what it is. It's like, well, I don't know, doing this contract long distance. I'm like, well, I kind of got you on retainer. You kind of owe me. And I know how to get this off the books and get you out of the red into the black. Hey. Yeah, it's a mess out here, man. I never thought for the life of me, till you just said that right there, I never even thought about that. Exactly what you just said. I never thought about that. In the garden, you know, they. Oh man, this is cray. I haven't been this way in a long time. Me, I'm on the borderline of Wisconsin and Illinois. I mean, right by the state line. I kid you not. No, well, Diddy was managing Ashanti, and all he was doing was giving her money to basically parade her around with all of these rich white men who wanted to be around her, or NBA basketball players who was paying her just to sleep with her, and he would put her on these little shows to get money. Like, all these dudes was dating Ashanti. They had to pay a certain price, $40,000 a night. Sometimes they was paying like $40,000 a night just to be with Ashanti. They had to go through Diddy. Like, it's a whole dirty game y'all don't know nothing about. All I can tell you about, all right, I'll tell the name. I don't give a damn. James Harden paid 40 stacks to be with Ashanti for a night. Boom. There it is. I'm just saying, people had to do what they had to do. I ain't gonna hold nothing over her head. I'm just gonna let you know what it was. People had to do what they had to do to keep the lights on. They got bills. $40 bands. Right, and Kanye West has sold way more records than Jay-Z. And way less records than Jay-Z. Let that tip in. Kanye crossed over and got the group that Jay-Z couldn't get. Kanye was universal. He was the universal rapper. The cool kids, the nerdy backpack kids, they gotta listen to. But he had the clubs too. Then his second album was more the same. Then the third album set him apart. That's when he went international. Something Jay wasn't getting. Jay wasn't getting that international money like that. Kanye got it first. When he went and dropped the Graduation album, when he dropped Stronger, Netherlands, Europeans, everywhere love that record. That man could only make me stronger. And we didn't even complain about that record. We were like, that record's nice. So he had the brothers liking it too. Now, when he did Diamonds Are Forever and all of that, Diamonds Are Forever, forever. Now, when he did Diamonds Are Forever, nobody batted an eye. Nobody said 2 words. He did Diamonds Are Forever. Nobody batted an eye. Nobody said a word. But nobody in the hood was feeling that on the second album. Then they did a Diamonds remix with Jay-Z and them on it. But Diamonds Are Forever was like the lead single of the song. 808 and Heartbreaks is where it started to go left for me. And I said, uh-oh. And 808s and Heartbreak, he had a couple songs on there, but it was a different album. And it proved Kanye's just an artist in the truest sense of every form. He wanted to make an album completely different from everything else he didn't put out. And they was like, dude, you forget to rap on your entire album. See, just like that. Some people tell you it's fire. Other people like me will tell you it was subpar. It made a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, they don't want me to talk about the Jamie Foxx situation anymore. That's why I never said anything else other than he was in the hospital. I know people that know him, so, you know, they still cool with him. So I said I ain't gonna say nothing. Just, I'll wait till they make a statement. But I've been sitting on it. You know I would have been said something. I made a video when he first went in. Remember that? Then you ain't heard nothing from me since, right? Alright. Well, he had some physical complications. You know, that's all I can tell you. I'll wait till they put the statement out. He's getting better. He's alert. Once they make a statement, then I can talk. You know, so I'll wait till they put out that statement. And then we can say what we want to say. Hey, but you know I'm holding it. You know I'm holding it. No, I don't see it that way at all, people. I like to say I appreciate everything that you guys are saying and doing. Man, this woman trying to get me to move for a relationship. Is it worth me moving? Should I move, y'all? Woo. I should move. Can't do it. Won't do it. Boy, if you guys was seeing what I was looking at right now, good Lord. I should move ASAP. Don't do it. Right. If you like, go back and listen to any video you made ever. Don't do it, Cino. Don't move. Be like, this could be the one. I done drove a whole hour right now. Shoot, I'm on the road. I might drive all the way there now. And surprise them. What's a couple more hours? We can just gas up and keep going. Yeah, we had the thing on the Patreon and somebody was like, man, Lil Wayne don't have no hit songs though. He got some alright songs, but he ain't got no real hit songs. I was like, that's not true. I guess so, but we gonna see what happens, Captain. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I ain't mean to make this a whole hour. Cause I don't think they sent out any notifications. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. Don't forget to support Kwame Brown Bust Life. It's your boy Carcino for life, and I'm out.